Hi, everybody. How is everybody doing? I came on a little bit later than normal, but that's okay. Today we've got some new diamond paintings. I got like three of them. One is down here, one is in this big case over here. Then I've got two diamond paintings. I've got a pen. So that's what's new here. So let's say I want to say hello to the two people in the chat. This one comes from Drill Pen Frenzy. I gotta say, I like the packing. It came in a like big box, so and I don't have a pure green one. Like I have multicolored ones. This one is called green marble or emerald marble, and they packed it really nice in a box. But because I don't want my address being seen, so they put it in this lovely little bag. I love when companies do things like this because these things are really fragile. They gotta pack them extremely well. When they give them to you. I don't know why I can't open this thing. So here. So but I'm going to show you this emerald marble from Drill Pen Frenzy. This is what you call a thick pen. And you all know how much I love my thick pens. So they give you two holes. They give you all the one's meant to be the little placer. I'm not really sure what you do with this. It's okay, guys. I'm thinking about getting something from Everlasting Tips. Some new. I'm not really sure how this works. See, they give me this little thing here, but I don't know. Those they are two Heartful of diamonds. So you guys don't worry about that. I'll be buying tips. The Everlasting Tips. There's a store called Everlasting Tips. Yes, those are that Heartful of diamond canvases. You're very welcome. This is a green. This comes from Drill Pen Frenzy, and this is emerald marble. Drill Pen Frenzy. They have some new pens there on their Etsy store. So if you're interested in that, please contact me because I'm going to be buying Everlasting Tips. I'm going to be buying like 4 of them very soon. I'm really not sure how you put them in, but I'm sure someone will tell me how to do it. Maybe Miss Coffee and that will do it. So, a lot of you already saw this canvas. If you watched Michelle's live, you saw this. This is the fairy with the tiger. This is what it's supposed to look like when done. She's laying with the tiger. And yes, this is a Heartful of Diamonds canvas. I'm one of the few people who actually buys from the company. Yeah, I have to wait on the long boat from China for these canvases. Yes, these are ones that come from China. So you guys are interested in this. Well, unfortunately, it's all taped up. And this is a 35 by 50. This may be like my favorite ones are the ones that come from the Diamond Art Club, but those are like big canvases. You can tell these have the nice little Ziploc baggies. And then we have then I have a 30 by 40. This company does sell 30 by 40s if you ask, but only on certain paintings. They have a lot of 30 by 40 stuff in there. So if you want something small, 30 by 40 is what I recommend. And this is Santa. This is Santa. So this is one if you want a Christmas one. Because, I had landscape ones, but I didn't really have a Santa. So when I want to do a Santa one, I know I'll have a Santa one. I don't really have a Halloween one. Yeah, so this is the image that I picked for us to cover today. Now, the next thing that came, it came in this big box. Now, this is a brand new company. Now, a lot of you know about this company, but every time that I have tried to order from this company, they're always out of canvases. It's like it is a new company, so the inventory is not like Diamond Art Club or some of the other things, the bigger companies. So this is the big thing. So when I got it, I tell you, it is the softest canvas I've ever felt. This canvas is like unbelievably soft. So if you guys want to know something, this is what the canvas looks like. This is Paradise Cove. And if you notice something, guys, who notices something here? Miss Coffee would call these training wheels. What is this shape? It is not square. Hi, Dimitri. You notice that it's not square. What is it? Robin? I haven't done many rounds yet. I'm doing a round for my Staying Direct one. The beach with the shells is round. Yes, it's round. So it is a round canvas. It has round drills. Yes, they're called round. If you notice, this is what the image is supposed to look like when it's finished. It has 25 colors. It has your lovely, look at those drills. They're all in a very lovely bag. Unlike Anne, I know what I buy. Then they give us a cool little sticker. Then you get your standard toolkit. Plus you get baggies, extra baggies if you want baggies. They're called round. They're not called circle, Alicia. So I haven't done too many rounds. Most of the stuff that I do is circle. So this one is the same size as the Magical Serena one, which is the Treasure Art Studios. I didn't know when I bought this what the size was because they didn't specify it. So I guess they have like one size for their pictures. That's what she orders from a lot of different places. I only order from certain companies. I ordered a lot from DAC this year. But you know, they were like my second or third diamond painting company. No, most of the expensive companies are going to be square, Robin. Most of the ones. But most of the ones I've ordered have been square. I was supposed to get a diamond painting pendant, but that didn't happen. Now, I want to tell you guys something. This is June's image. I didn't get to color June, but I'll tell you what I have colored in this calendar, just so you guys get an idea that I don't color in this calendar all the time like I should be. So when I do color it, it's a really interesting thing to color in it. I did color this one. So you guys see this one, right? I colored this one. She came out cute. You see when you do this, there's a weird thing with the pencil work in this book. And a lot of you got to see the beginning of this. I did this in a finished pages video. No, you stay up, marker. Isn't she? That was by Howell Munar. This one was by Christine Karen. I like this one. This one I did this month actually. I do a lot of DP, and a lot of the ones I have are no, that was my marker for you. Thank you very much. These are the new refills for Copics. For those of us who weren't here yesterday, these are the old refills. This is what the old refill looks like. So you get an understanding of just how different the marker looks. And then there's this one that was a work in progress, but I never resumed it. This was a March image. I think this was a Kelly O'Gorman image, if I'm not mistaken. This looks like Kelly O'Gorman. Hi, Lily. So I started some pictures and never finished them. I still have to finish the Kelly O'Gorman calendar from 2014. Then this one is from Kunuko Agusa, unless you guys want me to do this one. This is from the guy who does Manoir d'Amboher. This one I did because I thought it would be fun to just test out my. This one, who knows who's this is from? Come on, everybody knows this woman's art. You all know I don't do animals. I don't. It is not Jade Summer. Shalene would know because she loves her art and she buys it in packs. Yes, Micah Julina. The one that we're doing today is Selena Finette. This is the one that I want to do today. So I'm just going to put this paper behind there. Because when you work with pencils, sometimes, and especially in this book, they tend to... She has some amazing stuff, Micah Jelena. I have 3 of her coloring books, like the ones that she's inspired about. Which I like that when she came out with them, that she's inspired about it. This is a dragon one, which Michelle would love this one. Because Michelle loves dragons. This is from Anne Stokes. A lot of you say you haven't seen this book flip through. I believe there is a flip through. This one. This one is Zed Von Zed. I did this one. I should have done her green. I should have done the skin tone green to make it more Medusa-like. We could always do White Stag for September. There's some nice photos in this. There's some nice artwork in this. Plus, we want to, I'm trying to think about maybe saving this one for Halloween. This is Ines Guerrero. Thinking maybe we should save this for October's picture or Magical September. And November, you guys remember when I did this one? We did this one as a part of the live stream. I think this was one of the very first images I did in this book. This one you guys should know just by the girl alone. You know nothing about the girl. You should know the girl and her style. Dragons are fun to color, but sometimes you get too many of one thing and you're like, no. Yesterday I was dusting off my shelves in my living room. Yep, Hannah Lynn. And I decided to go through my reading books. And I got rid of a lot of my reading books because a lot of my reading books are yellowed. And then, there's some books. And then this is December. And this is by Adele Lorene. Now, if you don't know who Adele Lorene is, she did an independent coloring book called Meadowhaven. And now that has some beautiful images in it of fairies and stuff like that. I also have a PDF of the book, but that's on my other computer, my old computer, not on my new computer. So I got to find the disc with all my PDFs in it. So then I don't think I have a January one. I might have an extra one. I might not. No. So there are a lot of pretty stuff in this. Oh, goodness. This one is Selena Finette. So I was hoping that my other diamond painting pen would be here today, but it didn't come. So I'm kind of a little disappointed in that, but that's okay because you can't always get everything you want. So we are working with Pablos today. This is the camera remote. This is pale yellow. It's a bit blue and pink. Blue and purple. I've been wanting to do this image for a while. It's just a matter of figuring out when I was going to do it. Not it. So this is yellow. But that's the tail. That's not the hair of the girl. That's the Pegasus. Ooh, that's a pretty book. I know a lot of people like that book. Believe it or not, I don't own anything in the Colorish Wild series. It's just not my I think the pictures are nice in it, but it's just not my particular style of coloring. Lemon. Golden yellow. For what? How many deep diamond painted canvases? I don't know because I'm working on two. I'm working a lot on the smaller one with the shells of the beach one. Sets probably about 39 now. 38. It was higher than that. It was in the 40s before, but I have since then, as some of you saw, gave the 2 sets of our teasers to yes, I like doing horses. Well, mythical horses. You know, and someone said to me, well, you don't do animals, but a unicorn or a Pegasus is considered an animal. I go, well, that's a mythological animal. So it's not a real. Maybe, but I think Michelle will enjoy them. This is all going to be green, and this is going to be the water. You see the water there. I know what I can use. You okay? Horizon Blue. I'm good, Jess. Thank you for the book. I got it on, I think. When did I get it? Late Friday night. We did do a mini a flip through of it on the channel live, so thank you very much. It's both line art and grayscale. It's very different to see the line art and then right next to it the grayscale. I'm sure I will. It's just this is called Horizon Blue. No, I tried to scan and copy this image and I couldn't do it. Apparently my scanner's too small. So where are you? Are you working, Jessica? Fountain blue. See. Oh no, that's not good, Pink. I'm sure they're gonna call you back, Jess. Some other time. I'm sure they'll call you back, Jess. It's just a matter of time. Just be patient. Lilac. Thank you, Dimitri. I like them too. Yeah, who's looking forward to DC fandom? It's going to be like an online event that DC's hosting virtual, and they're going to have a bunch of panels that day, all day long. It seems like it's wow. I don't believe I own that many Sharpies. I think somewhere in my collection I might own Sharpies. Me and my mother ended up having pizza. Did you like your pizza? She liked the pizza. Pizza's really good if they know how to make it. Well, me and my mother learned a new recipe. We learned how to make a squash soup, butternut squash soup. Oh my god, it came out so good. But we both, worked on it and did different parts of it. So we kind of did the meal together. It was fun learning it. So what has everybody been coloring, reading, watching? I'm watching Umbrella Academy. I'm only like 5 or 6 episodes into season 2. I loved the first season. Third was great. The second season's really good and different because they're in the 60s. Yeah, they time traveled. Really, you do? I didn't know that, Alicia. It's funny because some of the songs that they're singing when they do the musical numbers are like really old songs, and sometimes I ask my mother, "Who sings this?" Thinking maybe my mother knows who sings some of these old songs that I've forgotten. Sometimes she knows the answer, and sometimes she doesn't. This is going to be gray. Delete Victoria. Wow, that must be a lot of work to write a backlog of reviews. Salmon pink. This is from the original set that I have. Oh, wow. So you have it all categorized. Hi, Linda. How are you? Did you get your books? Because some people are saying they did and some people are saying they didn't. No, I find it amazing that Robin can read so much and maintain that level. I think you did, but I'm trying to remember. It's hard to remember sometimes. Apricot? We can fix this. Fuchsia. No, Cosmos. Why did I say fuchsia? Apricot. This is the Color and Heaven book. It's the calendar 2020. This is Selena Finnegan. It's all exclusive to this. Sound in pink. This is grade lavender. Okay, yeah, I just did. I did something very bad. I moved my hand wrong and I felt it. So you use markers, you don't have that happen. I really like the lines in this. Process red. Thank you, Miss Michelle, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. I don't really ask for the super chats, guys, but they do help when they come in. So thank you guys really very much. You're very welcome, Michelle. I think you're going to enjoy diamond painting a lot. When you start a picture, it is actually different when you start a picture, I suppose, when you finish it, because I think it's about the process. Neon pink. Nobody tells you this, but the trick to the neons is that you have to be soft with the colors, with the Prismacolor neons, but nobody tells you that. Because then different the neon colors. We could make these brown. I could make this brown. Yeah, that would be nice to make that brown. The first artist pencils that I ever tried with the Derwent color sauce, and then that kind of opened up a door for me to do other things. I remember the first time I saw the Prismacolors, it was a colorist known as Peter Hewitt. And she did some amazing stuff with her Prismacolors. I think now she's known as Journal Artista or something like that. Bye, Miss Michelle. I think we're going to keep the Pegasus Ivory. think we should make this brown. Then do the things rose and the greens. But I really like this neon. The thing with the Christmas is if you go too hard, you have what they call residue. And we can see a little residue came that way. Don't worry, that could be fixed. And I left links down to where you can get the stuff that I showed in the earlier part of the stream. I was really happy today. When you're doing fantasy pieces, you can be as outrageous as you want with the colors. Because you don't really have to stick to the same rules. Someone asked me the other day, what's my favorite sharpener? Well, for hand cranks, it's this one. But when I'm sharpening for the smaller stuff, I like these two. These are my like regular old-fashioned ones, the M&Rs. So this one is like the bullet one, and then this one is the round one. So those are my two favorites. Little ones. So this one does really well with the Black Widows too. You know, I like bright, vivid pictures, but sometimes you need something. Sometimes you like to color things dark and gothic. Um, Depends on the project. Like if I'm doing a picture with a lot of, let's say I'm doing a portrait, like something like the Hannah Lynn, maybe I'll do it, depends on the paper. Because not all paper can handle a blend-in tool. Well, I mean, the CreateSpace paper doesn't handle it all that well. But thicker books do. The only time I would use a blend-in tool is if I had a lot of colors, and then I think what I use is the Lyra blend-in pencil. If I use anything from my Lyras, I probably use the Lyra blender, even though they call it a Splendor pencil. It's really a blender pencil. That's what I particularly like. And sometimes if I have the luminance out, what is that white that Sammy loves? Titanium white, I think it's called. White pencils are great blenders. The great blender in the Prisma and the Pablos is Granite Rose. My Peach is a great blender for Prismas. This I'm thinking of coloring him ivory. I have the polychromos for that color, which is called ivory. I don't have soft white lumies. I don't have the extra 20 something pencils. Or the extra 24 pencils. My Peach. Sometimes I prefer just to straight color the skin. Soft titanium, of course. cream. I missed the red little pencil there. I missed the little reds here. I saw somebody else do this with their tones, their page. I don't do it too often, but I'm starting to do it more. I realize with the pictures. Buff titanium. That's right. Why I could not remember that for the life of me. I thought I had taken the autofocus off. I guess I didn't. This is cream. Oh, jeez. Why are they motorcycle? Is that a motorcycle? It's like the most annoying thing when you're peacefully in your thing, and then all of a sudden the motorcycle goes red, red, red. Like, this is a Prismacolor cream. I use my Prismacolors quite a lot, so I'm like constantly replacing them with new pencils. So, but the one thing you can't say about that is that I don't use it. Now we go into polys. Oh, that means big boys are on their own. So annoying, Miss Robin. Come on, guys. I know you guys don't see me too often. This even does well with my polys. Not a lot of pencil sharpeners take the polys very well. That's one thing I'm really, really happy about this. And with the Swordfish, it takes my polys for a while. I couldn't find things that would take my Lumis or my polys very well. So this is ivory. This also makes a good blending pencil. It's just like I can't stand bicycles, big boulder bicycles. Now I know people like to ride them and things, but they just like when they, when they first do that, it startles you. So you get. Well, here's the thing. When I got my luminance pencils, they weren't more expensive than the whole body. At first, when I first got the luminance, they were not. They were a little less money than the whole bodies. And I bought my luminance in the middle set. I think, what did I buy? Like 36 or 40 of them. And then I added them on as I needed the colors. So I did them a little bit differently than most people do them, Robin. So take that into consideration too, because sometimes people do them differently than others. So. So nothing is sharpened. And I have to have the fan on me in this room because if I don't, it gets really, really hot. Hello, Dawn. And this is Sanguine. We do. I think it depends on what type of person you are because some people will like the Lumi, some people will like the whole vines better. I haven't gotten the new colors yet, to tell you the truth, for the Lumi, so I can't judge. You know, and that's I can't judge fairly because I don't even have a full set of whole vines. I only have the 50 set of whole vine pastels. So keep that in mind. Lumis are okay, but like I said, depends on the type of person you are. Everybody's going to have different preferences as to what they like and not like. I could like Holbeins. Ramen could like Holbeins. Yay! I haven't done that in a while. You'd be surprised. That's what happens when you put too hard of a pressure on your point. I've had worse happen. So it's not the end of the world when this happens. Probably will very need to replace this one very soon. Cinnamon. This you can use it for darker skin tones. They don't tell you this, but you can use it for darker skin tones if you want to go in with pencils. Not Crackle Pop. Rice Krispies is what I think when I hear that. Really? Cinnamon. Because then I got to still do the flowers too on it. And they're quite. When I think of that, I think of Rice Krispies. And the cereal is quite good too. When I like my chips. But you know what they say. Now, I was a little sad to see Agents of Shield go, but I understand that the series has been around for about 7 years, maybe 10 years, maybe a little bit longer, but it was 7 seasons. So for the cast, they were doing it for a long time. But what they did was they filmed season 6 and this last season back to back. I heard so. So they actually got their ducks in a row way before COVID even happened. Just very weird luck. I'm gonna have to replace these. I always say when I have to replace pencils. Gonna have to bring up another bag to throw my garbage out, and I took it out today. Once a week I take my garbage out, and I usually do it on Monday or Sunday because I don't want my room to be smelly. Just so you know, it's going to be an orange sky and yellow clouds. I already know this going into this. Green. Oh, I think that was Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes was my favorite cereal as a kid. Although my parents kind of forced me to eat Cheerios too. Sometimes we would have Frosted Flakes, but if we didn't have Frosted Flakes in the house, we would have Cheerios. I still eat Cheerios today. Because it's a really good cereal. Believe it or not, Cheerios is like one of the most healthiest cereals you can have. Because they did a special, I think, on one of the networks to show what people are eating, what is the healthiest, I think, last year. I think it was them, Rice Krispies, Quaker of Oats, and then I think one of the other cereals is really considered very healthy. Special K. Gone like shopping this and then maybe. But I know some of you want to see the. This is some emerald green. Now I don't know why I've been holding off on this picture. I've been wanting to do this picture like for a long time. I'm kind of glad I made this brown instead of gray. Oh yeah, I remember when we would do all those weird ass contests. Do you remember, guys, as a kid, you would have these contests or scavenger hunts with the cereal, and then you would have to try and get the coupons to get like some kind of prize. Who remembers that? When you would have to try and get a prize from the cereals. I remember one time my mother used to cut the UPC codes because you could get things from them, from the companies out of them. You can tell I'm going to have to replace this one soon too. Well, that's the thing about pencils, even though they last longer than markers. Well, some people say that their markers last longer, and then some people like me who say it doesn't matter how long your markers last as long as you used it. In my experience, I'd rather use my stuff knowing that I've used it. You know, the Umbrella Academy is about 7 siblings who are adopted by this eccentric rich old billionaire. Each of them has powers, or most of them do, and then one and finds out she does after years of not knowing she has powers. She almost causes the end of the world. Hey, KK, how are you? Keely. I think after this section, we will stop for today. After I do the we're good. We are coloring out of the Color in Heaven 2020 Color in Heaven 2020 calendar. We've used Holbein's, Pablo's, and Polychromos is what we're using now, and Prismas. So that's what we'll finish today, you guys. So I want to thank you guys for coming. That's what we'll finish today, and hopefully next time I'll either finish up the Mermaid Sisters or I do this. So what would you like us to do? Do we finish the Mermaid Sisters, the sneaker? Do we continue doing the sneaker picture from Kirby Rosanes, or do we finish this? So we'll decide next time what we're doing next. So because I guess of my mood, I swear everything falls down. I have no luck with things, so those could be important papers. So this is my Color in Heaven. So this is what we colored from today, guys. So remember, this is the book cover if anybody's curious. So I want to thank you guys for coming. And hopefully the next time I stream, which I don't know if that's going to be tomorrow or Wednesday I stream, but I'm trying to do as many streams as I can. But I want to thank you guys all for coming. And I hope you all stay safe, healthy, and remember to be good to one another and be kind to one another. Bye.